So the righteousness of God is God being able to uphold the foundation of his government, which is the law, and his justice, and still forgive sinners who are unjust and wicked, where justice and mercy come together. And Romans 3:21 says, "But now a righteousness from God apart from law has been made known, to which the law and prophets testify." And we see this in the Old Testament in Jeremiah 23 verse 5. It says, "The days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will raise up to David a righteous branch, a king who will reign wisely and do what is just and right in the land. In his days Judah will be saved and Israel will live in safety. This is the name by which he will be called, the Lord our righteousness." So even in the Old Testament, we see that the righteousness of God is the foundation of his government. Paul says this, David says this in the Psalms. He says in Psalms 89 verse 14, "Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Love and faithfulness go before you." So here, justice and mercy come together as they do in the book of Romans. And this is what the righteousness of God is. It's God's ability to forgive the sinner and still uphold the integrity of his government. And then this righteousness, which is not our righteousness, it's God's righteousness, and it's revealed in Jesus Christ, is the basis of our salvation. The righteousness of God is credited to our account. That's why it's such a big thing, and that's why Paul spends so much time with it, because it's the righteousness of God. It's not your righteousness. It's not my righteousness. It's God's righteousness, the Lord our righteousness. And he becomes our righteousness through faith. And this is what Romans talks about. Paul talks about all through the New Testament. And just to read one verse, it says that, what does the scripture say? Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness. David says the same thing when he speaks of the blessedness of the man to whom God credits righteousness apart from works. And he says, "Blessed are they whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered, and to whom the Lord does not credit righteousness." Old Testament, New Testament, it's the righteousness of God that is credited to our account. That's the gospel.